Amber Heard's lawyer will continue to question Johnny Depp today, but until all of that is all flushed out, we have to talk about Johnny Depp exposing what Amber Heard really did with her $7 million divorce settlement. But before we jump into that, make sure you tap that like button to show some love to the channel. Now, from the very beginning of Amber Heard writing that op-ed about her encounter with Johnny, there have been people who doubted the claims. Everyone from Johnny Depp's former lovers, his friends, people he's worked with, but the one worth mentioning for this video in particular is TMZ. You see, way back in 2016, when Amber landed that $7 million divorce settlement, she vowed that it would all be used as a donation to a children's hospital as well as the ACLU's domestic violence unit. However, as TMZ reported, more than 3 months after landing this deal, she had not donated a dime to any of the charities. Initially, when this donation became public as part of the deal, Depp insisted that if that was what she wanted to do with the money, then he would be more than happy to donate it on her behalf. That way the money wouldn't be all tied up and it could go directly to the charities. Depp even sent the first installment of the settlement, which was $200,000 in equal shares to the Children's Hospital and the ACLU. Although this only enraged Amber, and so she refused to sign the final settlement, which only stalled the court process further. Following this article, TMZ was heavily criticized for accusing Amber of withholding the money. Although fast forward to 2020 and we discover that hindsight truly is 2020. You see, in 2020, Depp then issues subpoenas to gather all documents and communication between Miss Heard and the charities that she intended on donating to. Depp's lawyers are having some serious doubts now that she actually gave the money where the settlement had agreed upon. According to legal documents obtained by The Blast, Johnny Depp filed the subpoenas in Virginia asking for the court to force each organization to give up all of the information concerning Amber Heard. More specifically, they are in search of documents that refer, reflect, or relate to any donations made to their organization for her own benefit, dating as far back as January 1st, 2016, all the way to the present date. To quote Miss Heard and her original statement when agreeing to the settlement, she said, "As described in the restraining order and divorce settlement, money played no role for me personally and never has, except to the extent that I could donate it to charity and in doing so, hopefully help those less able to defend themselves." So it's so funny to me that how people didn't see this coming and just believed her right away. After getting this settlement, she also demanded that he pay her $50,000 per month because that's what her expenses were each month. But yes, she never cared about the money. Now in 2018, it did appear that Amber was on the list of people that donated between $1 million to $5 million to Ronald Burkle, AEG, and the American Cancer Society. Now while that may seem like water under the bridge, Johnny Depp's attorneys were still suspicious. Adam Waldman told The Blast, "Amber Heard claims she donated millions of Johnny Depp's money to the ACLU, where Miss Heard's friend Elon Musk is coincidentally one of the top donors. Then ACLU not only posted Miss Heard's defamatory op-ed furthering her abuse hoax against Mr. Depp on their website, but ACLU worked with Heard on that op-ed. Then ACLU tried unsuccessfully and bizarrely to enter Mr. Depp's defamation case against Miss Heard. There is a trial of unanswered questions about the relationship between Amber Heard and the ACLU. With this subpoena, we hope to get to the bottom of those questions. Depp's attorney is right to be suspicious. The ACLU just recently entered into a legal request to be involved with the case. They claim that they just wanted to assist the court by offering information, expertise, and insight into the case. You have to admit that it's a little suspect for them to also be working with her on this case. I mean, it doesn't seem good that she donated millions of Depp's money and then suddenly they want to help her with the case? Why? So that they can extort more money out of him and then have another donation as part of the settlement? In more recent statements about this charity donation, Depp told the court that he decided to pay Amber's divorce settlement directly to the nonprofits that she outlined in the public. But upon finding out about this, Miss Heard was very angry that he had even made those first payments. He went on to explain how she went into a kind of a tirade about how I should be charged double the $7 million, I should be charged $14 million. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this though, and while you do that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titled "Audio Clip Exposes Truth About Johnny Depp's Severed Finger." Miss Coates says, "So if I say, you remember that time I broke my arm, do you assume that means I broke my arm myself and on purpose? It's a very common way of referring to when a person got hurt. His account of what happened has never changed, her story has dozens of times." I mean, that was the defense that they were trying to go with in court. It doesn't seem like it was going to work, but I appreciate the effort, I guess. I don't know. Shreya Sengupta says, "I'm just sad for him because for men it's guilty until proven otherwise, all for Team Johnny though." And yet, Ezra Miller is straight up attacking people in public but has received zero consequences whatsoever. Alan Adele says, "I mean, when people say I broke my leg, it doesn't necessarily mean that they literally broke their legs." Yeah, in that context, it does sound ridiculous, which I hope Johnny Depp's team would have countered with at least. Andrea Lee says, "Even if Johnny doesn't win this, Amber's reputation is done. Well, that's for sure. It will definitely be hard for her to get work in Hollywood after this." Daniel Claw says, honestly, I'm not going to be surprised when Amber Heard gets the karma she deserves. There will certainly be repercussions from this trial for years to come. That's all the time that we have for today though, folks, so stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one.